Hi, in my last video we saw about how to become a medical coder, right? And I promised you that I'll be talking about the CPC and overview in my next video, and that video. We'll see about CPC in detail. This is Surya Johnson, your medical coding guide. So in this CPC and overview, we'll be discussing about what is CPC, then how to appear for CPC exam, what are the approved code books for the CPC exam, and the exam pattern, breakdown, and passing score, like how much you should score. Then we'll talk about the AAPC membership, and then I'll also discuss about CPC A status, and then finally we'll discuss about CEU. So let's dive in. So the first one, what is CPC? Like CPC is the acronym for Certified Professional Coder. It gives you an accreditation, like you are a certified professional coder, because this is a very professional job. So you become a certified professional coder if you pass this CPC exam. So the CPC is being provided by the AAPC organization, American Academy of Professional Coders. This is an organization that provides certification exams, and this is very much standard, and this is accepted worldwide. So in my future videos, I'll talk about how the AAPC will look and what other things you can search and find in AAPC, and all those things I'll discuss in my future videos. So if you want to get certified from this organization, you should become a member of this organization. You should get enrolled yourself. That includes a membership fee, and then you should apply for the exam, which of course has an exam fee, and that's how it goes. So this CPC exam, before it was only like one type of exam, that is you have to go and appear live, like you'll go for that institute, like the exam hall, and you appear live. But because of this COVID scenario, they introduced that online type of exam also. So there are two types. One, you can go and write the exam in person, that is you'll go and appear in that training exam hall. You'll go and appear in the exam hall and write there live. The other one is the online. Still they have that online exam, but we don't know like how far this will go, but still it's there. So there are two ways you can appear for this CPC examination. One is online and the other one is the in-person exam. What is the difference between the online exam and the in-person exam? So we'll just see a brief difference between these things. So the equipment required for an online exam, because you're doing it online, that means you'll be taking up your exam through your computer, so you'll need a good reliable internet connection, and you should also have a webcam, so because the proctor will be monitoring you through that webcam from a different location, from a different place, wherever they are. So you need a clear webcam that can be positioned so your face, your hands, your keyboard, and about 10 inches around your keyboard, the area around your keyboard should be visible, to make sure that you're not copying or nobody's there to help you, right? So actually this organization is really strict, and that is why they maintain the standard, I believe. And yes, of course, that is why it is accepted worldwide. So this online proctor exam, you should have a reliable internet connection, and you should have an external webcam, the cam that is from in your laptop itself. So if you're going for a physical location exam, no need of any computers or any webcams. You can just go directly. There will be a proctor in the exam hall who will be monitoring you. So that is about the equipments required. So the second one is the location. So when it comes to the online exam, it can be taken in your home itself. You don't have to go anywhere. If it's not your home, any private location which have all the amenities. So for the location for the physical exam, they have some institutes. In those institutes, you'll go and appear for the exam. So the exam format will be for online exam, it will be like 100 multiple choice question only, but it will be taken in two different parts. Like you will take a 2 hours exam, it will be scheduled once, and then the next 2 hours exam will be scheduled in another time or in another date, like that. So you don't have to sit for 4 hours in computer proctor exam, just 2 hours. 2 hours separately. So you'll be giving like 50 question and 50 question separately. And also, like if you have a doubt, if I'm doing a 2 hour exam split and 50 questions, so once we finish the 50 questions for that 2 hours, that's it. When you come back for the next 2 hours for the next 50 questions, you cannot go and change anything in the first 50. So if you're going to be in a physical location exam, it will be like 100 questions for 4 hours straight, no breaks. If you go for break also, it will be calculated inside the 4 hours. If you're opting for an online exam, the proctor that is looking at you will also be watching somebody else. So one proctor for 2 examinees. On the physical location, there will be like for 25 examinees, there will be 1 proctor. And if the examinees are more, accordingly the proctors numbers will also be more, so they can monitor a particular batch wise like that. So if you're going to cancel the online examination, so there will be no fees charged if you cancel within 24 hours, like 24 hours in advance. If you want to cancel an online exam, there will be no extra fees charged. But if you're cancelling a physical location proctored exam, you should cancel before 21 days and there will be a $100 charge for that. So if you want to reschedule the online proctored exam, there will be again no fees charged if you reschedule 24 hours in advance. So for the physical location, if you want to reschedule, you should the same, you should be cancelling the 21 days prior, and then again there will be a service charge of $100. So if you don't show up, like you didn't cancel or you didn't reschedule, and you also don't show up, like you don't appear for the exam, so for the online proctor, there will be a $30 fees for no show for each schedule. So for the physical location proctor, if you didn't show up, then there is $100 fine. The availability of an online proctored exam is like readily available. Whenever you really are ready for the exam, you can just apply and they will provide the date ASAP. But for the physical location proctored, there will be a schedule, like if in the AAPC website, you can just based on your location, you can search for the exam schedule. There will be a prior schedule, like a month or 2 months before, there will be dates opening for the exam, so you can schedule in prior. So this is the difference between an online proctored exam and a physical location proctored exam. So if you have any doubt in this, please ask it in the comment section below. I'll try to answer them. So in the CPC An overview, the next one is the approved code books. So what are the approved code books for this CPC exam? So you will have a CPT code book, ICD-10 CM code book and HIPX level 2 code books. These will be like your current year code books. Which year going to appear for the exam, you will be using that kind of code books. So one of my subscriber has asked me once, is this an open book exam? Yes, it's an open book exam. You don't have to worry about, mugging up or memorizing all these code books because it's really huge and difficult to memorize. But you should really need to know your guidelines before you appear for the exam. So next we will see about the CPC exam breakdown. So as I already told, there will be like 100 questions for 4 hours. So how these 100 questions will be divided? So the CPC exam breakdown will be like this. The integumentary system, that is the 1 series course, will have 6 questions. The musculoskeletal system, the respiratory or cardiovascular system, the digestive system, urinary and reproductive system, nervous system, radiologist, lab pathologist and the E&M, all these will have 6 questions each. And then for the anesthesia coding, there will be 4 questions. Medicine coding, there will be like 6 questions. And in the medical terminologies, there will be 4 questions. There will be 4 questions from anatomy. And from ICD-10 CM, there will be 5 questions. And there will be 3 questions from HIPX. And coding guidelines based question, there will be like 7 questions for that. And then for the compliance and the regulatory question, there will be 3. And from this year 2022, they have introduced this case questions. So there will be 10 case questions. So this 10 case questions will be like in entirety, like from all the CPTs, ICDs, guidelines will be involved in these 10 questions. So this is how the split of or the breakdown for the CPC exam will look. So based on this, you can spend more time or focus on these areas. Like for example, so in compliance and regulatory, there will be only 3 questions, right? So you don't have to spend more time on that. Rather than that, you can spend more on the CPT because all CPT section have 6 questions each. If you know this breakdown only, then only you can focus on where the much attention is needed. So you saw about the CPC breakdown, right? So as I already told, you should really know the breakdown or what questions or how many questions will come in each section. Otherwise, you cannot put your focus in the correct place. So please know about this breakdown and invest your time based on this breakdown. So you can study smart and you can easily crack the exam. So the next thing you want to know about the CPC exam is the passing score. So as I already told, there will be 100 questions. So you should answer correctly around 70 questions. So if you answer 70 questions correctly, then it's pass. So 70% is the passing score. And people out there sometimes will tell, oh, you scored only 72, I scored 92. Who cares? There's not much difference. As long as you pass, kalas, you are a certified professional coder. The number you're achieving should be 70 and above. That only matters. So don't feel bad if you have just scored 70 or 75 or below 80. But as long as you pass, you're fine. And also some people have asked, like, I scored only 80, will I be recruited? Don't worry about that. Your score will not be an issue. Your score will not aid you in being recruited in an organization. No. As long as you pass and you are a certified professional coder, because you don't have to like carry the score. I don't even remember what I scored in my CPC exam because the format has changed. My score and all is not available right now. So please aim to achieve a passing score, whatever it can be. And also the other thing you want to know about the CPC exam is online exam will be like, if you pay one fees, you can appear only one exam, like the 4 hours exam online. There is no retake. But in physical proctored exam, for one examination fees, you will be allowed 2 exams. What do I mean? Like you pay once for the CPC exam, and in case if you fail, I hope you all pass it in the first exam. If in case if you fail the first exam in a location proctored exam, there is a free second attempt for you. It means that you don't have to pay for the second attempt. Also another question I usually get is, oh, if I passed my first exam, will they refund some amount? No, that's not there. Considering the toughness of the exam and considering the examinees, they're giving the second free attempt. And also the fees difference is different. The online proctored exam, the fee is less. The location proctored exam, the fee is a bit higher than the online proctored exam. So this is the CPC exam fee with the membership. So if you are opting for the in-person exam, the exam CPC fees will be $530, and for the new membership, for individual new membership, you will be giving $190. So $530 plus $190. These two you have to pay for the in-person, that is location proctored exam. So for the online exam, for the exam fees, you will be paying $349. Actually, this $349 when I took a screenshot was an offer. And then for the new membership, the membership is the same, $190. So this is the exam fees for the online proctored exam and the in-person, that is the location proctored exam. Even after you pass CPC, you will see in your, in the APC, you will see in your profile as CPC-A. A means apprentice. So what is apprentice? Apprentice means you don't possess an experience, or your experience level is not registered in the APC. Once you meet up the bar or the requirements they have set forth, then they will remove the A after you give all those documents. So how can you remove the A? Once you have 2 years of on-job coding experience, you can apply to the APC to remove the A with the required documents. And also, if you have an 80-hour medical coding course completion, this course should be completed from an APC approved organization. And the other one is, after you complete the CPC-A Practicode online program with APC, they'll remove this A. And also in my future video, I'll show how to remove this A specifically, because so many people out there are still confused, like how do I remove A? And also that A will not affect your career, first of all. But nobody wants to be an apprentice lifelong, right? So in that case, yes, you can remove your A. But once you are certified, in your resume, you don't have to put like CPC A. I have seen so many resume mentioning like CPC A. You don't have to mention that A. You're certified professional coders. That apprentice status is just to make sure like your qualification and your experience will add up your value, right? That's why they kept that A as apprentice status. But don't put it in your resume. It's not necessary, and nobody is going to like go get into details about that. They know that you're apprentice. Literally, they know that you're certified without experience. So this A will not count. So you don't have to show it in your resume. So in one of my future video, I'll show as a demonstration like how to remove this A. So the next one is the CEU. So what is the CEU? The CEU means Continuing Education Units. You have to worry about the CPC A and the CEU after you are certified. So once you are certified, what will happen? You have to maintain the certification. So how to maintain the certification? You have to show to the AAPC organization, because they are the license providing organization, they are the certification providing bodies, right? They want their certified people under the organization to be up to date with the guidelines and everything. So the value for the CPC will not get lost in the future. That is why they have that CEU, and it demonstrates that you are continuously gaining knowledge, and also it is used to demonstrate your current knowledge and expertise, that you are expert in this field, you are currently updated with all the updates. That's what it means. In AAPC, there will be a CEU tracker already, so there will be a deadline for that. So in my future video about the CEUs, I'll explain in detail like how you can get CEUs, where you can get CEUs, and how to achieve this 36 CEUs within 2 years, or if you fail to achieve or gain this 36 CEUs within 2 years, what will happen, all the consequences and everything I'll be discussing separately in my future videos. And also about the membership, once you pass the examination, this membership is not a one-time membership. Every year you should renew this membership. So the next year, every year there will be a membership renewal. Most of the organization in India and in Gulf countries, the organization will sponsor for the membership renewal for every year. But some organization, they don't sponsor, so you have to pay your membership to AAPC to have your CPC certification with you, because you certified, but you have to maintain the CPC certification, right? So to maintain the CPC certification with that organization, you should be paying your annual membership. So every year on particular date, within that particular date, you should pay your annual membership. And in future, I'll demonstrate how you can pay this membership, and how much it will cost, and how to pay that, and what will happen if you don't pay that. Hope you all learned something about CPC in this CPC An overview video. If you have any doubts, please feel free to put it in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer them at the earliest maximum. And in my next video, I'll be discussing about the study tips for CPC, how you can study, and what is the smartest way you can study, and what are the important things to study, and all those things. So next video will be much more interesting than this video, I believe. And of course, this video is interesting, I believe. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. That will really mean a lot to me. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and hit the notification icon so you'll not miss any of my future videos. This is Surya Johnson, your medical coding guide.